You can clip it on your shirt like right here. The masses will hear you a little bit better. And by the masses, I mean the 100 people who are interested in Glasair IIIs. Yeah, so I'd love to hear a little bit about this plane. When'd you pick it up? How long have you been flying it, and what do you think so far?
Well, I saw it advertised in Facebook on one of the local sites back in September, and I happened to be over in Europe working for a couple months, so contacted them and said if it wasn't sold when I get back, I'll talk to them. So I got back in October and came and looked at it. It was out of Jackson County there, so I was over there and went and talked to the guy selling it, and I looked it over. It was great, and I liked everything I saw, but they were working on it. They were just finishing up the annual on it, and so another guy had done a pre-buy, but it backed out. I think most people, the problem is getting insurance.
Yeah,
that's
insurance is my biggest thing so far. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get insurance. We'll see.
Most people that I know will have the Glansairs, or a lot of them anyway, especially if they have more than one plane, they end up having liability only.
Yeah.
Right? Because if they got more than one plane, then if you use your insurance, then you'll be uninsurable at that point if you've ever used your insurance. So they would lose their insurance anyway. So the most important plane they'll insure, and then the things like these toys, if you will, and they don't necessarily insure it, or liability only. So that makes it affordable. I mean, I've heard of people talking about on the Glasair website that I'm a member of, that they have guys have getting quotes of $18,000 a year to $8,000.
Yeah, I paid $6,000 for my experimental, and that wasn't even a high performance experimental.
Yeah.
How many hours?
It's a 2,000. It's 360 hours on it. Like I said, it's a 2,000. I officially bought it the end of October. Started flying with Tim Cohn. He's out of Fresno, and he ends up selling a lot of aircraft, and he knew the history of this and the owner, and so him and I flew together. We got about almost 5 hours in it together, and he showed me a lot of ins and outs and stuff for it. And after that, and we were at the airport over there at Jackson County. It is 3,500 feet, so you know, this aircraft comes in a lot faster. You know, we were teaching, you know, he likes to come in at 100, but you know, somewhere between 90 and 100 over, at least on final, he likes 100 to 95, and then over the numbers you can start, you know, putting in your flare and taking it back out over the numbers.
You know, I've heard conflicting things about the final speed. Some people say they like to come in fast. Some people say they like to come in slow. So it's an interesting thing to me, because there's about I've seen some people say they come over the numbers at 90. Yeah. But, you know, they're when you have the extended wingtips, it's a little bit different. You know, it's about 10 knot difference when you have the extended ones, because your stall speed is reduced. And I think a lot of people are afraid of stalling, especially, you know, making that base to final turn. Howdy, howdy. What do you think, Coy? What do you think of the Glasair? This guy has how many hours in a Glasair? A few hundred. It's probably more than anybody in the world, besides a couple of owners.
Yeah.
We're about to go fly it. This will be my first time flying in the Glasair. I'm excited. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be really fun. You know, I hear what the takeoff is just like significant.
Well, you flew the Cirrus.
Yeah, I mean this is
like a Cirrus on steroids.
Yeah, I mean the takeoff is, you know, the landing is really close to a Cirrus in terms of like the speeds, maybe 5 or 10 knot difference. But takeoff, I hear, is definitely a different story, because this thing will climb at what, like 2,000 feet a minute or something crazy like that. Yeah, the prop is interesting, you know, because usually out of the factory they use the 2-blade prop. This one has the 3-blade whirlwind. You get the 3-blade, you get a little bit less cruise speed, but from my understanding, you get a little bit better takeoff performance. Yes, that's pretty good. All right, let's go flying. Got my super little gear. All right, here, step
back, pushing out in the back. Let's see.
Haven't seen one of these before.
What's that? Old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we have in our Heelys.
I also gotta loosen it. So I gotta get the Glasair, because it has enough horsepower to move my fat ass.
I can't believe I didn't bring my iPad. I walked out of my trailer without my iPad.
Oh, we can't fly now.
like, damn.
Okay, let me plug this in real quick.
Never turn it off on this one. Fuel select is mains. Gear is confirmed down. The switch. Lights. Clear.
Now for fuel.
The starting when they're hot
That's
is a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah.
So I've seen the best is leave this off and leave this about a quarter and leave that off. When it hits, go there and then get this. So
yeah. Hot starts are always like super quick.
Yeah, it was the same in the RV. Completely pain in the ass. I've heard some people say
there's actually a way
to do the fuel pump and push all that hot gas out of it.
Yes and no. Well, it's that is
I don't think that's
what you can do to make your hot starts easier is next time you shut down, pull the mixture but leave the throttle full.
Right, and that's what I actually did. You see that? I did that, and I was.
Yeah, some people don't. It makes it a little bit harder.
Some people say that's because then it's fresh fuel going. I don't know.
And sometimes you do have to prime it. It just depends on how much fuel is left in there.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. The other thing I need to do is the fuel. So fuel calculator. Well, like I said, the people before me when they sold it, they said this is not extended fuel, and when we were measuring it with everyone else, they're like, dude. This is full. That was Eric telling me. Eric, he measured.
If Eric told you, he's right.
And he went down the rivet line. He goes, oh no, it's just riveted over. You can't see. He goes, and they put the tank in there, and he can see that circle on that one. This one you can't see it.
If Eric told you that's the case, it's definitely the case because he's built them.
Yeah, that's what he said.
The guys you bought them from, they didn't build it, did they? Did they? The guys who
no, the guy bought it from, no, he said
I would take it from Eric.
Oh yeah.
Eric's the
the guy selling it. He had a salesman selling it. I bought it from a salesman. So all right, I grab mine. Clear. All right.
Let's see. Got pressure because they're on camera. Got to get the hot start right at the first time, right?
Yeah. Perfect. All right, we got clear. Coming hot.
Too slow, the nose attitude is too high. Yeah. But if you come in quicker, the nose attitude is flatter.
Then you're flat, but you're gonna go longer. And I get it.
I see what you're saying though. Yeah, because the last one you came in at like 90 to 100. This one you were closer to like 85, 95, and the nose attitude is high. You couldn't see the runway.
No, yeah. That's how you get screwed. And so the guy I trained with, every time I would do that, he would just, I can't. Can you see over? I don't know. I can see.
That makes a lot of sense.
Even if you got the extended tank.
Yeah. Thanks for flying with me, man. I appreciate it.
Back in March. I'll probably fly again in March.
You're leaving? Where are you going?
I got a pickleball tournament tomorrow. That's why I'm here right now. That's the only reason I stopped. And then so we're staying in the trailer there at work. And then I'm going home. Just get my wife.
Where you live in Oregon?
Yeah, I live in Oregon.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I live in Oregon. So that's why I bought this to commute.
Yeah, well, man, this is the best one.
I know.
To commute. There's nothing like you can't buy anything better that isn't a jet.
Yeah.
Like just straight up.
So
it doesn't exist.
Well, my RV was good. It was just a little bit slow. I was
this goes
147.
Double the speed of that, pretty much.
No, not quite double.
Well, your RV, you said you have an RV what? RV
it was RV6.
RV6.
An IO. It was an IO. It was 160 horse. So this is almost double.
Yeah.